All right, baby, so how do we actually build our mindset? Everyone talks about being motivated, everyone talks about mental capacity, but how do we actually do that and what's the physiology behind it? So in short, your brain can grow itself. Just like your bicep can, just like your legs can, we can strengthen our brain and increase our mental capacity. Here's how we do that. It's not just by reading another motivational book. It's not just by saying, I believe I can do this, right? That's false hope. That's false hope. How do I build the mental capacity to actually say, hey, I can do this? I have to be able to do behaviors on the back end that reinforce themselves in a positive loop to say, hey, I can do this. Hey, I can do this. So by adding in hard things into your day and reinforcing it, I did that, I did that, I did that. You can start to expand the mental capacity, the neuroplasticity of your brain, and it becomes a lot more efficient in believing itself every time you accomplish a hard task. So I'm gonna give you all kinds of tips and tricks about how to actually do this, but the brain itself will go from a resting level. Once I do a harder thing, that resting level is no longer the hardest thing I've ever done, right? Then I do a harder thing and it's no longer the hardest thing I've ever done. And I can repeat this cycle until I have the desire to believe myself because of the actions that I've done on the backside and say, hey, I can do this. So here's how we do it. Here's the action steps. Later.